Starting lineups. From point guard to center, this game should be a good one.
Here's Diggins.
And that one drops.
There's so many incredible front court players in the history of the WNBA. And we have a great matchup tonight between two of the best currently going at it.
Hey, look at the skill set of that. Matchup tonight, it's as elite as you can get in the entire W.
Well, they both do so much for their teams every time they take the court. This is truly a marquee matchup that everyone has tuned in to see.
Here's Diggins.
Vandersloot left side. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Pass to Mitchell. Banked in off the glass.
Just a strong finish through contact. Kelsey Mitchell refusing to be out-muscled. I love to see that kind of physicality from her.
Now here's Carrington. Vandersloot outside. Outside Stevens. Here's Carrington. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Clark.
Boston sets a screen.
And the shot by Clark, no good.
Here's Diggins.
She's covered by Mitchell. Vandersloot outside. Outside Stevens. And once again off the mark by Chicago. To the paint. Here's Clark. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead her to the rim with a pass like that.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Vandersloot left side. Outside Stevens. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Pass to Mitchell. Hines Allen. Back to Mitchell. Clark right side. Drills it from outside.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Here's Diggins. And so much talk about Caitlin Clark. What makes her a great player, fellas?
Well, there's so much, right? I mean, she's got Steph Curry range, incredible handles, passes it like CP3, and isn't afraid to make the highlight reel play.
The Fever with the lead. Mitchell outside. Pass to Clark. Back to Mitchell.
Cunningham sets a screen.
Shoots the 3. And that's good. Kelsey Mitchell for 3.
Well, they couldn't have dreamed of a much better start they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly. Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Clark. She has 5.
Screen by Hines Allen. Now here's Cunningham.
Stevens grabs the board.
Here's Diggins.
Vandersloot outside.
Pass to Diggins.
Back to Vandersloot. Shoots over Clark. Vandersloot's shot is off.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
Covered by Carrington. Mitchell outside.
Outside Cunningham. Boston. Back to Cunningham.
The three. Stevens grabs the board. The Sky trail.
Pass to Diggins.
Now here's Vandersloot.
And here's Carrington. Over Cunningham. And the basket by Carrington.
I like seeing Carrington pull up from here, showing just how impactful she can be on offense.
Now Mitchell. She's got 5. Clark outside.
Screen by Hines Allen.
Down low. Azaree Stevens with the block. And there's going to be a foul. She definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see some free throws here. And the first one at the line is good.
And with an eye to the future, how do you guys like the direction of the game?
Oh, I love it. Every year we're seeing more and more skilled players. And as an added bonus, the pace keeps getting faster.
Oh, no doubt. We're in the golden age of the W. The level of play is incredible, and it just keeps on getting better.
Here's Diggins.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Vandersloot left side.
And stolen by Boston. Caitlin Clark with the 3. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Chicago with the ball. They trail by 9 points.
Carrington outside.
Here's the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
You're just asking for trouble if you let her roam free in three-point range.
Outside, Hines Allen.
Mitchell outside. To the inside. A shot by Billings, no good.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Nice low-post offense.
And here is Mitchell. She has 5. Clark outside. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
One place this Chicago team needs to improve is their three-point shooting.
Well, the Sky were last in the WNBA in threes made per game at just about 5. They also took the least amount of triples, so I would say that's a point of emphasis with this team.
And she makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Chicago now. 6-point game. Outside Williams.
Carrington covered by Harris. Pass to Diggins.
The Fever pull it in.
Harris with it.
Mitchell left side.
Outside Billings.
4 on the shot clock.
Caitlin Clark with the 3.
Elizabeth Williams pulls it in.
Now here's Carrington.
She's got 7.
Pass to Diggins.
Vandersloot. From about 19 feet. Chalk up 2 right there.
Smooth shooting from Courtney Vandersloot. She understands her role as a scorer, and I would say she plays that role well.
Now Mitchell. To the middle. Vandersloot with the steal. And here we go, the sky fast break.
And the basket by Carrington.
The fast hands of Courtney Vandersloot. She's so effective at reading her opponent and clawing away steals.
Now here's Hines Allen.
And she's going for the alley-oop. Vandersloot outside.
Carrington.
The three-pointer is on target.
It's just terrific to see Carrington taking charge on the offensive end. And you know the bench loves to see it as well.
Pass to Mitchell. She gets it in there.
Hard to get that shot off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for her, especially down low in the post.
That's a big challenge she's taken on. Going in there with the bigs, great job.
Here's Williams. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
What movement from Williams. She's dangerous in the pick and roll, going to the hoop.
The Fever trailing. Inside, Hines Allen. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
Here's Diggins.
Six to shoot. Here's Carrington. The Fever pull it in.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Pass break Chicago. And she uses the glass on the layup.
The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
Outside Billings.
Pass to Hines Allen.
Here's Diggins.
Out to Vandersloot. Now here's Williams.
Covered by Harris.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and will shoot two at the line.
Now over a decade in the league, Elizabeth Williams is so steady.
A 6'3" center, Williams is a pure 5. Doesn't take threes, an elite rebounder and defender. These coaches love having her on their side.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. Pass to Hole.
Boston sets a screen.
Here's Billings. She's guarded by Williams.
Sheldon outside.
Williams.
She's guarded by Billings.
It's stolen by Hole. From deep. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Sky out in front. They're up by 2. We'll take a quick break and then get back to the action. And off we go. A close game now entering the second quarter. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You know, it's really about limiting your mistakes, and they've done that here in the first.
And I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways to widen that turnover margin.
Harris can't hit. Chicago in the lead.
Up top, Jackson.
Offline with the 3. Here's the Fever with the ball. Pass to Harris. With her first shot attempt, Stevens grabs the board. Now Cloud. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The tray. The Fever pull it in. Here's Billings over Jackson. And that one's good, Billings. And this game is tied up now.
Great communication between teammates there.
Jackson outside.
Cloud. Pass to Stevens.
Sheldon covered by Walker Kimbrough.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Stevens. Some solid defense from Damiris Dantas.
And here's Harris.
To the inside. Azare Stevens with the block.
Because of Stevens' competitive drive, she doesn't want to allow any easy buckets.
And there's the 3-second violation. And the Fever making a change here. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
Walker Kimbrough with it.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Right block shot.
Boston, no good.
Cloud outside. Stevens. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Cunningham guarded by Jackson. Now here's Cunningham.
She's guarded closely and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Cloud outside.
Back to Jackson.
And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
It goes on Sophie Cunningham. Well, in a league of superstars, there's some fantastic players that get overlooked. Who would you say falls into that category for you guys?
You know, Lexi Hull, the wing, she doesn't light up a box score, but she's a really good defender who does the little things, makes the winning plays. Her plus-minus numbers are usually really good. And you also throw in, she's an excellent three-point shooter.
Well, I'm going to go with the point guard, Jordan Canada. You know, she's been an all-defensive team member, and she's just so good at running an offense.
And good on the second, so she makes both. The Fever trailing. Pass to Walker Kimbrough.
Now here's Boston.
And that misses. That would have put them up.
And here's Sheldon, covered by Walker Kimbrough. Now here's Cunningham. Now Boston, defended by Sheldon.
Here's Dantas. And a miss there on the triple.
Jackson outside.
Down low.
Stevens. Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there. Pass to Cunningham.
Three-pointer. Indiana again missing. Here's Jackson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Now here's Harris. She's covered by Cloud. On the wing, Shatori Walker Kimbrough. And the 3-ball is good.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the 3.
Jackson outside.
Pass to Stevens.
Sheldon.
Here's Williams. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
Well, Williams is a center who battles inside. I mean, she's not a player you're going to be seeing jacking up too many threes.
Here's Walker Kimbrough. Mitchell outside. Dantas the screen. And another three for Indiana.
And Mitchell's ability to space the floor is so valuable to this offense.
Pass to Carrington.
Chicago again missing.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Now Walker Kimbrough.
The basket good off the assist from Sophie Cunningham.
I like the decision there by Cunningham.
Here's Diggins.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Stevens. 6 on the shot clock.
Here's Diggins.
Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
And when you watch Azurá Stevens, what is it that stands out to you?
Well, she's 6'6" to start and excellent at blocking shots, but she's also a very good three-point shooter. So with that length, shooting, and rim protection, Stevens kind of gives you a little bit of everything.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now Mitchell. She's got 10. Pass to Dantas. Mitchell to the left side wing. Here's Clark. Cans the shot with nobody near her.
Yeah, that's great ball movement by Kelsey Mitchell. Finds a way to get it to her open teammate.
And here is Vandersloot. There's a screen by Stevens. Here's Carrington. Second shot opportunity.
Well, you need to know where Boston is there, picking up the block. Aaliyah just a menace defensively.
Pass to Mitchell.
And here's Boston.
That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
What an alert play. It's just a great job of hitting her teammate on the move.
Vandersloot with it.
Carrington, she's covered by Cunningham. Here's Diggins.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cardoso. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They'll turn it over.
And now it's time to take another look at that huge swat.
She's all over that shot. Had it read the whole way and gets the position she needs to make the play.
The Fever with the lead. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Caitlin Clark outside. In the hoop for her 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Here's Diggins.
She has 5. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. Can they get it? And once again, off the mark by Chicago. To the paint. Clark, that one's good.
Well played right there. There's no question which team has the momentum.
It does look like this lead is headed north.
Here's Diggins. Pass to Carrington.
Now here's Williams. The 3 is up.
Caitlin Clark with the board.
Now Billings. Pass to Mitchell. And she was fouled in the act of shooting. An opportunity for a 3-point play.
Showing that power isn't always about size. That's a tremendous play by Mitchell.
Well, watching the 2024 playoffs, you felt so good for Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, here's someone who had never been close to the postseason and then makes her first trip in her 7th year. and she showed out, dropping 21 in her playoff debut.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over.
Now Vandersloot.
Pass to Diggins.
To end the drought. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
Well, Vandersloot's unselfishness is part of what makes her so special. She loves to create for others.
Clark outside. Back to Mitchell. From deep. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
And a shot by Clark, no good.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan. What handles? She broke the defense down to the ground with that move.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Clark. Clock at 6. Dantas. Clark outside. From the arc. It's hauled in by Williams. Chicago trailing here. Now here's Vandersloot. Williams.
She's guarded by Billings. Pass to Diggins.
Let's go with a 3. And it's Billings with the rebound.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Clark. 14 points for her. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Count that one as her 7th make in 8 attempts. That's a scorching 86%.
Pass to Diggins.
For 3. That shot missing.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Here's Dantas. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
Well, Dantas isn't afraid of getting physical inside. Goes right into the defender and gets her shot off.
The first free throw is good.
At the free throw line, Dantas is one of the better shooting bigs, so you have to be smart when defending her.
So both teams changing it up here. She's perfect from the line this time. And here is Vandersloot.
Pass to Diggins. Now Cardoso. Carrington. She's covered by Cunningham.
Puts up a 3.
And it's Carrington missing.
And here is Mitchell. Now Cunningham. Dantas the screen. Caitlin Clark with the 3.
Camila Cardoso gets the board.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Up top Clark. Vandersloot defending. Clark outside. Here's Cunningham. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so we wrap up the first half. Fever ahead, up by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. Hello and welcome back. third quarter just about to get going, and what has been a runaway of a game so far. It's been an absolute clinic out there by Kelsey Mitchell.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
Pass to Cunningham.
Clark
Screen by Hines Allen.
to the middle. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
Smart take by Hines Allen, fouled in the act, and she gets to go to the line.
No good on that one. She hits the second from the line. Vandersloot with it. Pass to Stevens.
Now here's Cardoso.
To the left wing.
Here's Diggins.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Stevens. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
This offense runs much more smoothly when Stevens is connecting from outside.
Mitchell a screen.
Clark. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's been
Tim.
a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Vandersloot.
Stevens, covered by Hines Allen.
Stevens, that's good.
Stevens can score from anywhere, but on the interior is where the defense really has to worry about her.
Back to Clark.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
From outside, off the mark.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 10. Knocked loose. Stolen by Clark. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Outside, Hines Allen. Boston.
Pass to Clark. 6 to shoot. Mitchell outside.
And the call will be against Maisha Hines Allen.
That is her first foul of the game.
Here's Harrington.
16 points for her. Pass to Stevens.
Now here's Cardoso. She's guarded by Boston. Here's Diggins.
Just 5 to shoot. Vandersloot for 3.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Bodied her up and made her alter the trajectory of the shot that time.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip down.
Pass to Mitchell. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
And the call on Camila Cardoso.
And, you know, even before coming to the WNBA, Kelsey Mitchell was an established star. When she finished her college career, she was second all-time in points.
First free throw is good.
Well, this season, we have the Golden State Valkyries, and it's the first expansion team since Atlanta in the late 2000s.
Yeah, and soon the WNBA will expand to Canada with the Toronto Tempo starting play next year. Plus, you got the rebirth of the Portland franchise.
Hey, those are two basketball-crazed areas joining the fold. Personally, I'm really excited for the Seattle-Portland rivalry to be renewed.
Timeout called the Sky. You look at Kelsey Mitchell, what a contribution.
She's been gunning from deep. If you're guarding her, you got to get into her jersey. You can't sag off her at all, or you're just asking her to drop another three on you.
Chicago with the ball. Down by 12.
Carrington outside. Back to Cardoso. Over Boston.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And while her teammate Angel Reese got all the headlines, did you guys watch Camila Cardoso? She had a stellar rookie year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I watched her. She was awesome. You know, remember, she didn't make her debut until June due to injury, but she ends up averaging 10 and 8 as a rookie. Rim protection as well. What a future she has.
And the first one drops. And she makes both free throws. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That play shows you that Mitchell doesn't have to be ball dominant to be effective. She can just catch and shoot.
And here's Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
Three-pointer.
And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Mitchell. This is the most they've led by, 13 points.
Yeah, Mitchell's really in a groove tonight. She's not being shy at all about shooting the rock.
Here's Vandersloot.
Pass to Diggins.
This one for 3. Yes, it is. Score that as basket number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Vandersloot outside.
Pass to Cardoso. Diggins.
She's covered by Mitchell. 5 on the clock.
And it's Carrington missing.
Now here's Mitchell. Clark. Back to Mitchell.
Diggins grabs the board.
Chicago with the ball. A 12-point game. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Hines Allen pulls it in.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Now here's Clark. She's got 17. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by the Fever. Now here's Vandersloot.
Pass to Diggins.
From past the arc.
Carrington outside. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Camila Cardoso.
Putting those guard skills to work. Carrington with the quick trigger.
Boston outside.
Back to Clark. Launches it. Connects from 3-point range.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here is Stevens. She's got 5.
Pass to Diggins.
Vandersloot outside.
Carrington outside.
And here is Stevens. Hits it from 3-point range.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and That catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Now here's Mitchell. 26 points for her. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Steps back. Here's Carrington. No good from outside. The Fever leading. Here's Cunningham. And the layup falls.
Great job by Cunningham, working for two in the paint.
Now here's Carrington. She's covered by Cunningham.
To the paint. Here's Stevens. And good that time.
Beautiful dish down low.
Indiana with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Pass to Cunningham.
Mitchell
Boston sets a screen.
to the inside. Another steal. And here we go, the sky fast break.
Oh, and it's blocked by Aaliyah Boston.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block right there.
Determined to protect the lead with all the effort they've got. Superb anticipation on the block.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 13. Now Vandersloot. Pass to Stevens. Fires for three. And Clark pulls it down. Mitchell outside. Fires from deep. That shot is good. She's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Now here is Stevens. She's got 10. Back to Vandersloot. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Stevens, no good. And it's the Fever ball, leading by 12. Clark outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Here's Diggins. Carrington outside. Screen by Cardoso. And it's Carrington missing.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
Well, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs there.
Something you struggled with in your career, Tim, but definitely saved the layup with that foul. She's going to have to earn him at the line.
She's off on the first.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
And she's good on the second.
Well, you talk about Aaliyah Boston. Yes, you know, obviously she's an incredible player, but off the floor, she is someone you really want in your locker room, a great teammate everybody loves playing with.
Now here's Sheldon.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Buries it from three-point range.
But for the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempt.
Harris with it, defended by Sheldon.
And here's Harris. From downtown. She's off on that one. Here's Chicago now. Trailing by 13.
Pass to Sheldon.
Here's Williams.
She's guarded by Boston. Jackson outside.
Down low. A nice shot by Cloud.
Love the take from Cloud right there. Not letting the defense deter her.
Here's Walker Kimbrough. Back to Clark. The 8-footer, that one goes in.
She's their go-to scorer, and when she shoots the ball like she has today, that is what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Cloud can't get it to go. Clark outside.
Boston outside.
It's stolen by Elizabeth Williams.
Jackson covered by Walker Kimbrough.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Such a great feel, such great touch around the bucket. She made that reverse look easy.
Clark with it. 25 points in the game. No good with the triple.
On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
Covered by Harris.
Sheldon misses.
Now here's Harris. She's covered by Cloud. Caitlin Clark with the 3. Ooh, no luck on that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Fever ahead. They lead by 11. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. There's the triple.
And it's good. Rakia Jackson for 3.
Well, you know, she's just going to keep bearing those. If that's how the D is going to play her, they've got to be better, got to be closer in.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Billings. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist. Here's Cloud. Pass to Jackson.
Sheldon. Jackson outside.
Natasha Cloud from outside. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Keeping the defense honest. The Cloud forces them to pay attention to her out there.
Now Mitchell.
Cunningham sets a screen.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Even without that 3 ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Now here's Cloud. The shot. Out of bounds, it'll be Fever ball. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Harris. Mitchell outside. Just 5 on the clock. And another basket for Indiana.
And you know, sometimes it just comes down to feel. Mitchell has a sense for the game that others don't.
Cloud outside, inside, Williams, and she gets it to go.
They worked with him nicely right there.
The Fever leading. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. And here is Mitchell,
Defended by Sheldon.
the 3. Chicago with the rebound. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now here's Cloud.
Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
Wow. Cloud looked almost automatic on the catch and shoot. No hesitation at all. Did you guys see that?
Billings, she's guarded by Williams.
Outside Billings.
Now here's Harris. She's guarded by Williams. Harris can't hit.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Pass to Jackson for 3. And it's Billings with the rebound. Mitchell outside.
Billings on the wing.
And here's Harris.
Back to Billings.
Shoots over Williams.
Amongst the most fearsome defenders in the league, you don't want to take it at Williams. She almost takes it personal.
There's a screen by Stevens. To the middle. And she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
Yeah, and it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been terrific, too, during this crucial stretch.
Absolutely, Brian. You need both sides of the ball to get back in this game.
Timeout called the Fever. So it's both teams making substitutions here. So it's Indiana now. Pass to Hines Allen.
Back to Boston.
Walker Kimbrough. Now Clark. Vandersloot defending. Indiana again missing. Chicago trailing here. Here's Carrington. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
It goes on Sophie Cunningham.
Well, the defense is right there, but Carrington does not hold back. And that commitment is what gets her the foul.
That free throw, no good.
The 2024 Most Improved Player was none other than San Diego native Dejanay Carrington.
She's always been an excellent defender. Offensively, though, Carrington took a major step forward, scoring about 13 points per game.
Well, we're going to see how big her miss turns out to be as they're still trailing. Definitely a little extra motivation for the defense now.
Now here's Clark to stop the drought.
Carrington grabs the board.
Pass to Vandersloot.
Here's Diggins. Cardoso, covered by Hines Allen.
To take the lead.
Cardoso can't get it to go. Now here's Walker Kimbrough.
She's covered closely. Over to the left wing.
That one's good. Clark.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Diggins.
Chicago again missing.
Outside Cunningham.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Clark. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Oh, no. See, those are the kind of errors that can make or break you in a game like this, and it'll drive your coach crazy.
Here's Diggins.
Shoots from 12. The Fever pull it in.
Outside Hines Allen. Clark, covered by Carrington. Back to Hines Allen.
Shoots over Vandersloot.
Pass to Boston.
5 to shoot.
Three-pointer Hines Allen. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Chicago with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Here's Diggins.
Back to Vandersloot to tie it up. Chicago again missing.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Here's Billings. Hines Allen.
Good, and the assist goes to Billings.
Laser focused. Hines Allen was ready to fire the second she got the ball.
Carrington outside.
There's a screen by Stevens. Down low. And the layup is good.
Well, what makes Stevens such a good option in the pick and roll is her combination of size and mobility.
Pass to Walker-Kimbrough. Hines Allen to the paint.
Here's Boston.
And the shot goes down. Now here's Vandersloot.
Carrington outside.
Now Stevens.
Wow, it is a huge day on the glass for a player who's, you know what, they're giving up a lot of size to bigger players out there. Very impressive.
Now here's Hines Allen.
To the inside. Here's Walker-Kimbrough. Drops in the tray.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Vandersloot.
Pass to Diggins.
From outside the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
No one is better than Vandersloot at recognizing and picking out open teammates. She has out-of-this-world court vision.
Now here's Walker-Kimbrough.
Now here's Clark. Lets the three fly. She can't get that one. Chicago with the ball.
Here's Diggins. Pass to Cardoso. Carrington covered by Hines Allen. Carrington outside.
Takes the three.
Here's Cardoso.
And she drops in the layup off glass.
Crash the boards with purpose right there. Some hard-earned second chance points.
Yep, that one goes.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Here's Diggins.
Pass to Vandersloot. Lets it go from deep.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Closing down on leads is done by making smart plays on offense and taking care of the rock. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Diggins covered by Walker-Kimbrough.
Stevens made that one. It's her 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
This coaching staff has so much trust in Stevens to come through when they need her.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. Cunningham up top.
It's stolen by Carrington.
Pass to Cardoso. Diggins.
And it's in. Here's Clark. There's the three. Stevens grabs the board. Chicago trailing here.
Here's Diggins.
Wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
If a defender is going to play off of her like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points on the board.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
She's got ice water in her veins, guys. No way she's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance.
Here's Clark, kicks it out to Mitchell. And just miss after miss right now. Big time possession here.
Their hearts must be going 100 miles per hour right now.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
Here's Clark. Shoots over Vandersloot. It's good! And she has brought them within 2 points.
Couldn't run the inbounds play any better than that.
Pass to Stevens. It's in!
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And here's Cunningham.
Boston sets a screen.
It's good! And she has brought them within 2 points.
Love to see Cunningham rise to the occasion. You know she's feeling good hitting that one.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those seconds away.
Nope, and you've got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws.
Pressure situation.
She drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time, and she really wanted that one.
A chance to tie it up here.
A three-pointer would do just that.
Defense knows that too.
Mitchell outside. No good from 3-point territory. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Good on the first. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. So a close game. See Chicago taking this one. This was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them.
Yeah, they faced some challenges, but held firm when they needed to. Defensively, offensively, effectively locking down the W.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks. And it's going to be the Sky off the tip. Now here's Carrington. Poked loose. Stolen by Clark.
Pass to Boston.
Back to Clark.
Boston outside.
Now Clark takes the three.
Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up. Lots of great players in this league, but guys, give me your favorites to watch.
Well, I got to go with the player everyone is coming out to see, Caitlin Clark. Her level of skill is just unreal.
Yeah, Clark hits 30-footers like they're nothing. And in the next trip, she's throwing a bullet pass. She is so much fun to watch.
Shot clock at 3. The shot by Stevens, no good. Clark outside. The 3 ball. That shot off.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
And stolen by Boston.
Pass to Clark. Now Mitchell.
Right side, Cunningham.
Shot clock at 6. Drains the 3-pointer.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
Here's Vandersloot. Soft touch off the glass.
The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
Out to Hines Allen. Boston.
Pass to Mitchell. Clark outside. Gets an open look and hits.
And man, what a move to lose her defender, getting her on her heels and taking care of the rest with ease.
And here's Carrington.
Vandersloot left side. Outside Stevens. Puts up a 3. Here's Cardoso. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
The D got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now here's Mitchell. Down low. Hines Allen. Rejected by Azare Stevens. Another shot. Azare Stevens with some nice D. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. Vandersloot outside. Kept alive.
And a basket by Cardoso.
Such a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. That's what she brings to the table.
Mitchell right side. Rebound Chicago.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
A familiar face rejoining the sky, point guard Courtney Vandersloot.
The league's all-time leader in assists per game, Vandersloot spent her first 12 seasons in Chicago, spent the last 2 years in New York, winning the title in 2024. She's back in the Windy City, running the show this year.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
This is the pure shooting ability of Mitchell at work. Allows her to score right off the pass.
Pass to Stevens. Over Hines Allen.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Now here's Mitchell.
The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
She has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that three-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
Here's Diggins.
8-point game.
Pass to Cardoso.
2 points. That one goes in.
They'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can make.
Outside, Hines Allen.
Clark lets it go from deep.
Mila Cardoso gets the board.
And here is Vandersloot.
Back to Carrington.
Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
Putting those guard skills to work. Carrington with the quick trigger.
Caitlin Clark penetrating.
Goes up again.
And Boston with the lay-in.
Strong rebounding, and she gets the easy putback as a result.
And it's the sky ball. It's a 5-point game.
Pass to Diggins.
Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Clark with it. She has 5. Three-pointer.
And again, Clark missing.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Here's Diggins.
She's covered by Mitchell.
They get the rebound. Pass to Cardoso. Over Hines Allen. And a basket by Cardoso.
She's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake. Come on, you got to be a little bit more disciplined.
Now here's Boston.
To the paint.
Outside, Hines Allen. Pass to Boston.
Can't get it to fall, and she's missed her second after making her first.
Here's Diggins.
She's covered by Mitchell. Stevens, that's good.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 6.
Boston sets a screen.
Kelsey Mitchell into the lane. And she banks in the layup.
What a tough player. Lots of times Mitchell is the smallest player on the floor, but her heart might be the biggest.
Inside.
Here's Cardoso. It's hauled in by Boston.
The Fever with the lead. Pass to Mitchell. Clark outside. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Well, Kelsey Mitchell sometimes has that shoot-first mindset, but she's also always willing to make the next pass.
Here's Diggins.
Looking for her first basket still in this one. Vandersloot left side. Here's Stevens. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Mitchell with it.
Guarded now by Carrington.
And stolen by Courtney Vandersloot.
Back to Carrington. Pass to Diggins.
Fires for 3. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Nice feed as Carrington finds a teammate with an even better look. That's just good offense.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
Now here's Vandersloot. There's a screen by Stevens. Here's the 3. The Fever pull it in.
Outside Cunningham.
Mitchell.
Pass to Boston.
Clark right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Here's Harrington. Now here's Cardoso. He's guarded by Boston.
Now Clark. She's got 10. There's the 3. Nope. She's now missed more than she's made. 4 for 9.
Here's Diggins.
To the middle.
Cardoso. Boston outside.
And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, we saw this with Boston even back in college. She does a great job of drawing fouls.
first one falls for her.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now, you talk about Aaliyah Boston. She gives you everything you want in a big. Outstanding around the hoop, elite defensively. And Boston, she can even hit threes as well to space the floor.
Now here's Jackson.
Pass to Cloud. Chicago again missing. It's a 9-point spread.
Boston sets a screen. Hull with the ball.
Cloud picks her up. Williams with the steal.
Here's Sheldon.
Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Now here's Boston.
Down low. Here's Billings. And she drops it in from the low post.
They've built a big lead very early.
Boy, right from the tip, there isn't anything they haven't done well.
It has been a textbook dominant performance.
Cloud outside. Shoots over Harris. A nice shot by Cloud. And so the first quarter in the books. Fever ahead. They're up by 9. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
It's been a long-range battle for them, and one they are winning.
Some sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. The shot from 20 feet. Harris can't hit.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Outside Stevens.
Left side Sheldon.
Pass to Cloud. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Fever.
Well, it's hard to believe, but Natasha Cloud has been in the league for a decade. Really impressive.
Especially when you consider she was a second-round pick. Cloud is an elite defensive guard. Great at the point of attack, and she runs such a good offense as well.
Now here's Sheldon. Jackson outside.
Pass to Cloud. This one for 3.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston. Outside Billings.
Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played so far.
Now here's Harris.
She's covered by Cloud, and Harris gets it to go.
Well, guards like Harris need to be able to stretch the floor. And there, she does.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
And she was all alone on that one.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's Billings.
To the paint.
Here's Boston.
And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, the moment Boston gets that rock around the rim, it is really tough to stop her.
Jackson outside.
Back to Cloud. Launches a 3. The Fever pull it in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. Pass to Walker Kimbrough.
Boston.
And here's Harris.
Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
I love the poise and confidence Harris plays with. She doesn't hesitate on catch and shoot opportunities.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now here's Vandersloot. Barrington. Good work defensively by Sophie Cunningham. Mitchell outside. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter play. Off target from outside.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
Hits it and gets hacked. That's a three-point play opportunity.
What a passing display she's putting on.
She is spoiling us today. Just another incredible assist for the highlight reel, and the reel is getting quite long.
Well, with the amount of emphasis on three-point shooting in this league, we see less and less two big lineups.
Pace and space are the name of the game. You got to have a very fluid set of bigs to run two at a time.
And across the globe, looking at different women's and men's basketball leagues and international competitions, that seems to be the trend for every single top league. Basketball has changed. The WNBA has adjusted with everybody else.
Sinks the triple.
That's the vision you get with Vandersloot. She's always looking to set up her teammates offensively.
And here's Harris. She has 6. And Kelsey Mitchell hits from deep.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Pass to Stevens. Back to Vandersloot. The 3.
They get it again. And the basket by Cardoso.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Here's Vandersloot.
Pass to Diggins.
Fires the 3. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well. They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now here's Cardoso.
She's got 10. To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Oh, man. Boston is a tough customer inside. Nice shot.
Pass to Stevens. Now Cardoso. She's guarded by Boston. Here's Diggins.
She's got 6. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Stevens.
She's guarded by Billings.
Stevens, that's good.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Outside Billings. Boston sets a screen.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. The rebound by the Sky.
Pass to Diggins.
Back to Vandersloot.
Now here's Cardoso. Diggins.
She's covered by Mitchell.
The shot by Diggins, no good.
Sometimes she can hit that deep three, but it's really not a great look for her. Not a very well-advised shot.
No, no. I mean, even for her, that's too far out.
Now here's Boston.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, not just a post player. Boston's got a great overall offensive game. Leads to huge nights like this.
Here's Diggins.
That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
Good looking bounce pass to set up the basket.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
Baseline J on the way. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 9. Vandersloot outside.
Pass to Cardoso. Here's Diggins. Cardoso. She's guarded by Boston. Cardoso can't get it to go. Now here's Harris.
D right on her.
Boston sets a screen.
The three from Kelsey Mitchell. Rebound Chicago.
As well as she shot in the last quarter, it's been another story in this quarter. She just can't get anything to fall for her.
Here's Diggins.
Vandersloot left side.
Pass to Diggins.
Three-pointer.
It's hauled in by Boston.
I think that one could have easily fallen for her.
The D may have done just enough there.
Now here's Mitchell. Harris.
And here's Boston.
Vandersloot defending.
Boston, good.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Vandersloot with it.
Carrington outside. Over Cunningham. And it's Carrington missing.
And it's the fever ball. Inside. Pass to Harris. Now Billings. Down it goes for her third basket and as many tries.
And Harris plays with such a strong basketball intellect, guys. Great job in finding the wide open teammate there.
Here's Diggins.
Vandersloot. Chicago again missing.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Last year, the league debuted the reset timeout. What did you think of it, Brian?
Well, I loved it. I mean, you get to advance the ball late in games, but there's no huddle, no drawing up plays by the coaches.
Yeah, Brian, I think it's been a great addition. It keeps the game moving, keeps the energy level high during end-of-game situations. I mean, I think the NBA should adopt it.
And she knocks down the first one. That one misses. Lays it up and banks it in.
Figuring out ways to score inside at 5'8". Vandersloot has multiple ways to finish.
Mitchell outside. Clark. Vandersloot defending. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Chicago.
Yeah, I'll tell you, her three-point shot has looked pretty bad here in the second half. She's trying to shoot her way out of this slump, but I think she's got to give it a rest and try something else.
Here's Diggins.
To the paint.
Cardoso.
It's in. Basket number 6 for her thus far. She has missed only 2 shots from the floor.
And this is the kind of dominant scorer Cardoso is capable of being. For her, it's all about finding the rhythm and staying aggressive.
That shot wide open.
Well, that's her shot, guys, so you can't just give it to her. You've got to get up on her.
Pass to Diggins.
Launches it, and that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. It falls through, making her 6 for 11 in this contest.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential.
Boston sets a screen.
Down low. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And she's definitely making her presence felt here in the first half. She has been just incredibly effective so far.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. The Fever on top, up 19. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started.
Well, and it's been an absolute clinic out there from Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, double-double already. I mean, this sort of energy, it really just energizes your whole team.
Yeah, this has been so much fun to watch. The way she's impacted the game in a bunch of different ways. It's going to be hard to slow her down.
Here's Diggins.
Vandersloot outside. No good on the 3.
Right side, Cunningham.
Hines Allen. Over Stevens. Hines Allen, good.
The inside-outside game of Hines Allen. It's a work of art. It is just so much fun to watch.
Pass to Diggins. Carrington outside. Over Cunningham. And it's Carrington missing.
Here's the Fever with the ball. A 21-point lead, the biggest in this game. Clark outside.
Pass to Cunningham.
Back to Clark. Shoots the 3. Stevens grabs the board. And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball.
Carrington. Here's Diggins.
12 points for her. And she converts the layup.
Was not phased at all by the bigger defender on her. And in the low block, I thought she might be a little phased.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that would be her comfort zone. But hey, she looked pretty comfortable right there, didn't she?
Clark, Vandersloot defending. It's stolen by Carrington. And here comes the break. Vandersloot from past the arc. She can't hit that time. Now here's Mitchell. She's guarded closely. Pass to Clark. The three. Rebound Chicago. And we're well into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
And here's Cardoso.
Vandersloot left side.
Here's Diggins.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Hines Allen.
From deep.
A shot by Cunningham, no good.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Here's Diggins.
On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. She's covered by Clark. Outside, Stevens.
That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Camila Cardoso.
A prototypical stretch four. Stevens' range extends way beyond the three-point line.
Pass to Clark. Trying to get back on track. Add another field goal to her total. Makes it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. Timeout called the Sky. It's been quite the game for Clark.
She's been attacking the rim with force. They need to deny her the ball in the paint, keep her away from the buckets.
Here's Cardoso.
She's got 12. Vandersloot outside.
Diggins.
Back to Vandersloot. 6 on the shot clock. The tray.
The shot by Diggins, no good.
Now Clark. 19 points in the game. Let's go with a three. 8 for 15 with that basket, but she's not satisfied yet.
Nice decision by Boston. She's got solid passing skills out of the post.
Pass to Stevens.
Carrington. Here's Diggins.
She's covered by Mitchell.
Here's Diggins.
She's got 14. Vandersloot outside. Shoots over Clark. Chicago again missing.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
And guys, there's really no debate. When it comes to assists, Courtney Vandersloot is the GOAT.
No argument here. 7 assist titles in her career, easily the best assist average in league history. Vandersloot is a wizard with the rock.
Now here's Vandersloot. Stolen by Clark. Now the Fever moving it up. Lays it in off the breakaway.
A nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play, great bucket in transition.
That's how to play aggressive, attacking basketball.
And that's matching your defense with your offense. This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
And making it ugly.
Cunningham.
Covered by Carrington. Mitchell outside. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. And another three for Indiana.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Now here's Clark. 27 points for her.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Vandersloot defending. For 3.
A shot by Cunningham, no good.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
The teardrop is one of those, oh no, oh yes, shots.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 14. Clark outside. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Here's Diggins.
16 points for her.
Pass to Carrington.
From downtown.
It's hauled in by Boston.
Mitchell outside.
Back to Cunningham.
Hines Allen. Azare Stevens with some nice D. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Here's Diggins.
Vandersloot outside. Off target with the three.
Cunningham with it.
Stevens covering. Now here's Clark. She's got 29 points for the game. From the arc.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
And here is Vandersloot.
Pass to Diggins.
Cans it from downtown.
Solid ball movement by Vandersloot. She's got a great eye for spotting open teammates.
Timeout called the Fever. Chicago on D. Pass to Harris. Dantas the screen. 6 to shoot. Now here's Harris. Vandersloot defending. Again, the miss by the Fever. Now here's Carrington. Covered by Harris. Puts it up from 12.
Back to Carrington.
Takes the three.
Screen by Cardoso.
And the three off target.
She can't get anything to drop. And the way she's going, it's probably not something she could try to shoot her way out of.
And I'm sure her teammates would agree with that. You know, the last thing they want to see her doing is shooting it more.
Left block shot on the way. And that's good. Off the glass that time. Harris with it. 6 points for her. Poked away. And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession. Clock at 6.
The kick out to Billings.
Again, the miss by the Fever. A challenging stretch for Chicago here.
Pass to Sheldon. Monique Billings with some nice D.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Now here's Dantas. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. To the inside.
She's guarded by Billings.
That one is off.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough.
Guarded closely. No good there. Here's Chicago now. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's stolen by Hull. It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Now here's Harris.
She's covered by Cloud. Now Harris. She has 6. Clock at 4. For 3. Got a piece of it. And the ball out of play. The Sky will have it. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Fever ahead, running away with it. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show.
Pass to Sheldon.
Here's Stevens. She hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Now here's Billings.
And he's off from 17 feet. To the middle. From 11 feet away. Buries the jump shot.
Give credit where credit's due. Terrific assist inside.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough.
And here's Dantas.
Here's Billings. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Used her strength to get in the post without much fight from the D.
They need to do a better job next time and muscle up on her. I mean, that's just too easy.
Now here's Cloud. Takes the 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Fever ball.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a comedy of errors, and you can add another one to the list.
Outside Cunningham.
Pass to Harris. Here's Billings. Score the bucket. She's made 5 so far, shooting a nifty 5 for 7.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Jackson.
Stevens, that's good.
Well, that's just Stevens playing big right there. My goodness.
Outside Cunningham.
Pass to Mitchell.
Back to Cunningham.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on that shot. On offense, here the Sky. It's Natasha Cloud with the drive. Inside. Stevens, that's good.
You know, she's done a ton to help this team, but if they're going to come back, she needs to do even more.
Harris, she's covered by Cloud. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. It's good from long range.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Down low. And stolen by Azare Stevens. Pass break Chicago.
Pass to Sheldon.
Now Cloud.
On the wing, Rakia Jackson.
Williams. Got a piece of it. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. It's stolen by Elizabeth Williams. Pass to Stevens. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
You know, as good as Stevens is inside, she breaks the mold of your typical WNBA big. She can stretch a defense as good as anyone.
Now here's Dantas. Screen by Hines Allen.
Right at the free throw line. And the basket by Walker Kimbrough. Here's Vandersloot.
Pass to Diggins. Stevens. Here's Harrington.
Just 5 to shoot.
Here's Diggins. Harrington.
Now here is Stevens. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And once Stevens finds her rhythm, she stays aggressive, which is a nightmare for opponents.
Pass to Cunningham.
Mitchell. And they call an illegal screen here.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Now here's Vandersloot.
Pass to Cardoso. Here's Diggins.
There's the triple.
That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Camila Cardoso.
I mean, the only explanation is someone must have gotten their signals crossed if she winds up that wide open in three-point range. And I'm sure that was not the plan.
Now here's Clark.
Boston sets a screen.
And here's Walker Kimbrough. Back to Clark. And here's Cunningham. Walker Kimbrough. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Vandersloot with it. The 3 is up. Hines Allen pulls it in.
Walker Kimbrough with it, now guarded by Cardoso.
And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.